you sure you were broken? Are you sure you were open? Are you sure you were broken? Are you sure you were open? It's the best podcast you've ever heard. If it's not the best, then it's surely the third in a very niche genre of two guys with a microphone. Are you sure you were broken? Are you sure you were open? Are you sure you were broken? Are you sure you were open for a podcast?
Welcome to I Assure You We're Broken. I think I need to get my nuts looked at again, dude.
Don't put that in.
What?
That's so bad.
What?
I guess we can.
No, we're not gonna put the music in.
Oh, okay.
I'm starting the podcast now.
Oh, good.
Was that not enough silence for you?
Oh, fuck. We didn't do silence in the last episode.
just use silence from the last episode.
You don't understand audio engineering at all, Zach. It's very difficult.
Which one of us has a podcast? It's just like a whole bit of like, no, this is my podcast. You're just on it.
Listen, this is my podcast, okay? You're just on it. You're just here because I allow you to be. I'll throw you out of my fucking house, you piece of shit. No, we're doing a double up on this this week's recording session because we were a little lazy yesterday.
And I need to double up and get both my nuts looked at. I've been having a lot of testicle pain lately. I might have talked about this before, but I think I've had my nuts looked at like 2 or 3 times before. I had a cyst on a testicle, but it was benign. All good. And then I later found the same cyst again, and I was like, oh, fuck. And
can they do a scope for that?
Nope, they do an ultrasound for that. Anyways, also you get fondled a lot. You get fondled a lot when you have a cyst on your testicles. Anyways, just randomly, my balls will start hurting. So it could be from lack of support for sure, but not cool.
Did they tell you to stop wearing boxers?
No, they want you to wear things with support, but I wear like a boxer brief style anyways, like they're tight boxers.
You want to see what I'm wearing?
Yeah. Oh, cool. Banana hammock.
Ninja Turtle banana hammock.
That's awesome. Raphael's face is right on your dick.
As it should be.
Yeah, so maybe I should get something like that because that's optimal support, right? They told me don't wear loose boxers. I'm like, well, I don't anyways. And they're like, yeah, you should maybe consider like briefs. And I've tried some briefs. The kind that I bought were too tight. Like they were too tight around the nuts. It was too much. But I was like, okay, I'll just stick with boxer briefs. And
too tight around the nuts.
Maybe I just got to wear like a fucking jock strap for the rest of my life.
You know who we haven't heard from in a while?
Who's that?
My brother.
Which one?
Wouldn't you like to know? The one we've heard from the other one quite a bit.
Yeah. I was just thinking about Branson the other day. I'm like, I wonder what that fuck's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not a big fan of the podcast, but
only because we beat his ass that one time.
He still can't get over when I was being like, oh, look at me, I'm Branson. He's like, I don't fucking sound like that, and you know it.
Yeah. Well,
mess with the buffalo, you get the bison.
It's weird because Landon is very tall and lanky, and Branson is jacked, but he's short.
Yeah, he's like Glenn Danzig.
Yeah.
Look at this 5'3" motherfucker over here.
Yeah. Jacked to shit. Still not intimidating.
Tries to beat your ass. You extend your arm and hold his forehead. He's like, I swear one of these blows connects, you're going down, boy.
And you're like, yo, Branson, you silly bitch. Yeah, so since we're doubling up, we're a little low on material. We've already talked about everything, I think, basically that we wanted to talk about this week on last week's podcast. I guess we could try to call people. That's an old bit.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a while.
We could try to call Loki.
I was just going to be like, I wonder if I can turn the ultrasound on my nuts into a half-hour thing.
We're doing it live. We're doing Zach's ultrasound on his testicles live.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Let's see if let's see if
we didn't address this. This is what's special about this podcast. Is we've been doing sober casts, and this is the first one where we're having a little bit of alcohol.
Yeah. The last 5 or 6, I guess, have been
just
bone dry.
Sober casts.
And now we're getting back into the roots.
Well,
my name is Toby with an I and a little heart above the I. Okay, I'm calling Wally and Loki.
At the same time?
Yeah, it's a group chat.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay, good bit.
God, I hope I never have to call them in an emergency, because I've made more outgoing calls than have been received.
Nobody ever fucking calls me unless they're trying to get money.
Well, that's because for me at least, the longest time you didn't like, you just didn't have a phone number that worked. I would have to call you through Messenger.
Yeah, I still prefer Messenger.
Yeah, it's good. Let's see, Zach. Let's see. Do you think that we'll ever do another Let's Watch again, or like a commentary?
Yeah. I'm a big advocate for that.
Yeah. You know what? Comment down below if there's a movie, film, TV show, documentary, Pornhub video that you think that we should do.
Man, Pornhub's making you like sign in now.
Yeah, I was on. I kind of gave up on Pornhub a while ago.
They're like, politicians in Arkansas say for your safety, you need to sign in, and I'm like, no, because then you're gonna email me constantly. And that's the last thing I need in my fucking inbox.
Yeah.
So now I got to make a fucking fake email just for my fucking Pornhub, and I'm not going to register it to the rest of my inboxes. You know how you can like click
Link
between?
them.
Yeah. Nope. That one's going to be hidden.
That one's going to yahoo.com, baby.
So now I got to make a fake fucking email just so I can watch my free fucking videos. You got to make everything so goddamn hard. I'm just going to switch to X videos. Yep. Jesus.
Yep.
Holy fucking shit.
So that's brings me to my next point.
Could you pull up X videos and see if it makes you sign in real quick? Because this will greatly affect my decision.
What is it?
xvideos.com.
Oh, and see if it makes you sign in?
Yeah, just see if it's like, oh, you have to make an account now. Because if that's the case, we're going to fucking Arkansas, and we're going to make a difference.
xvideos.com.
By voting. By using our power to vote.
Jesus. Nope, it doesn't even have like a fucking like...
You ever been to X videos?
It's been a while. It doesn't even have like a thing where it's like...
No, listen, man.
Are you 18?
Ah, fuck. Jesus Christ, Brandon.
Sorry.
What the fuck? I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, that's not even hot for me.
That's why I picked it.
There's nothing sexy about this video. Anyways,
if I just close this, it'll open back up on it. So I have to like... There we go.
Okay, so check it out. That's good news though, because I can still find a lot of the actresses, across platforms. You don't have to stick to Pornhub. That's how lazy I am. I'm not going to make a fake email for Pornhub. Sorry, but maybe we should move to Arkansas so we can
jack off freely.
No, we should move there to vote that shit out. You're making me sign into Pornhub? Fuck you guys.
Is that true? Should we double check that?
Go to Pornhub.com.
I was going to say, I haven't been. I've switched to other alternative sites.
Spankbank.com?
Like XNXX.
X-Hamster.
X-Hamster, yeah. Femboy and Trans Girl Fuck Doggy Style.
What the fuck? It's not making you sign in?
No. Yeah.
This is fucking. This is bullshit.
Dude. This is just two guys fucking. It's like on front page of Pornhub. See, this is my real problem. Is Pornhub is gay now.
Whoa. It's not.
I'm just joking, guys. Come on. I don't care if you're gay. It's fine. What I do care about is signing into goddamn Pornhub. Make me fuck. It's because they're like, you've expired your free video limit for the month. You need to verify that you're a real human.
Hold on. I just want to prove that I'm not fucking lying to you.
What is it, like an app? I think it's bullshit that they don't put
it's
like
not a fucking app. What did you text me? What did you do? Oh God,
Twitter memes.
Okay, that's good. Oh fuck, I'm at 3%. Hold on, let's do this real quick. Be the last thing before my phone dies. A little Pornhub.com and go.
It's just like when you're checking off in real life, you're like, oh, 3%, can I make it? Dear user, as you know, your elected officials in Arkansas are requiring us to verify your age before allowing you to access our website. While safety and compliance are at the forefront of our mission, giving your ID card every time you want to visit an adult platform is not the most effective solution for protecting our users, and in fact, will put children and your privacy at risk. In addition, mandating age verification without proper enforcement gives platforms the opportunity to choose whether or not to comply. As we've seen in other states, this just drives traffic to sites with far fewer safety measures in place. Very few sites are able to compare to the robust trust and safety measures we currently have in place. To protect children and user privacy, any legislation must be enforced against all platforms offering adult content. The safety of our users is one of our biggest concerns. We believe that the best and most effective solution for protecting children and adults alike is to identify users by their device and allow access to age-restricted materials and websites based on that identification. Until a real solution is offered, we have... Oh, there it goes. It died.
Motherfuckers. I think what I took from that is, okay, the site thinks I'm in Arkansas. So
yeah.
So I turn on my location and reload. No, didn't solve my problem.
Maybe it's your internet?
No,
but I am on your internet.
No.
And I got to it from... Maybe it's the mobile browsers.
I don't know, man. It's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid.
It's stupid. Why you make plap, plap, plap hard to fucking
Why you make
achieve?
my happy tears harder to excrete?
I'm trying to be sad for my penis, and you're just making me sad from my eyes.
I'm not supposed to be sad until after I come.
I'm not supposed to feel regret until after I visit your site, you son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm drunk.
I was just like,
What do you think I'm standing outside the CEO of Pornhub's house?
I was like,
screaming.
You know what? I could use another drink already.
Go.
You think you can carry the cast?
Yeah. I'll keep him entertained. I'll sing some more Danzig to him.
And folks, while I'm gone, sub, dom that like, and finish on that bell. Come on, help the channel out. Get the word out, people. Eventually, we're going to be selling some t-shirts. Maybe we'll find some exclusive content for you guys to really we'll get a little fan club going. It's a little bit more than the podcast, you know what I'm saying? I've got that idea back to the watch-alongs and stuff, where we'll do voiceovers to certain cartoons. We'll do our own voiceovers, right?
Oh, the overdub idea.
Yeah, like Berserk. We came up with the Berserk idea, but yeah, take that idea and just our favorite cartoons, and we'll do our own original voices that definitely aren't from anything else. Willie Nelson is my hero.
And there he goes. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. Okay, now that Zach's gone, we can talk a bunch of shit about him. why don't you guys leave down in the comments your least favorite things about Zach. You can call him a bitch, you can call him stupid, but do not call him the F word. And I think you know which F word I'm talking about. This week's episode is going to be a little bit of a drunk cast because we've been drinking, and sometimes things get a little loose and a little wild and a little crazy and a little out of hand and a little, you never know what's going to happen on a little drunk cast like this. But we do what we can to make it happen. Dylan is out there listening to this, delivering packages. One of the greatest FedEx delivery drivers that I know, delivering 200 plus stops a day. Give it up for the people out there who are working those jobs that nobody else is willing to do. Because by God, this whole country runs on people who are giving up their time in exchange for wage. And that's really what paid labor is you're selling your time. The most valuable asset you have is your time, and you're selling it. So you should remember that whenever you feel guilty about asking for that raise, you got to think to yourself, how valuable is my time? Okay? That's the bottom line. The bottom line is, what is my time worth to me? How much money is it worth to me to miss my kid's soccer game? That's what you should be thinking about when you're asking for that rate. Hey, and welcome back, Zach.
Hey, man.
We kept it pretty light while you were gone.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's good. Sorry, I just
you look nice.
I made myself more comfortable. What do you think of this?
Think I'm jealous?
Got a little robe.
Did you bring a robe for the whole class, Zach? It's not fair for you to have a robe in class if you didn't bring one for everybody else.
What if I just showed up butt-ass naked but in a robe?
Okay.
It's kind of a small robe.
I'd be fine with that.
You know what I'm saying? So stuff will be hanging out.
It's girl's robe.
It is. It's my wife's robe. But it looks damn good on me, you know what I'm saying? And it's warm. And
it was the first
soft.
thing I said whenever I rolled up today. You were standing in the doorway, and Ash was outside, and she was getting ready to leave, and I said, "Oh, what the fuck is he wearing?" And she said, "My robe." And I said, "Oh."
Yeah, you know how it is, man. I'm only wearing it because I took her out of it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man?
Pornhub.
No. I just got her naked, and I was like, I got your robe, bitch.
And then you pushed her down and ran away.
No, I'm just kidding. I love you. I love you, Ash.
Thanks for watching.
I know you're listening. Please let me keep wearing your robe, because it's pretty cool.
I don't know. Here's what we'll talk about if you'll indulge me.
Okay.
Is I've been on a bit of a nostalgic kick lately. And sometimes this happens where you feel more comfortable with things that are from your past. I mean, even Berserk, that's something that's been in my life for a long time, and I've been playing games that are, a little older, not quite modern games or things that you play with friends, and then you kind of get sucked into that comfortable little cocoon that is what is familiar.
Are you watching vintage porn again?
Okay, well, I was going to lead into it, but if you just want to fucking pop right away.
No, yeah,
so
by vintage porn, are we're talking 80s, 90s?
Yeah, like 1890s.
Really, okay, yeah, really old.
Like the first porn ever recorded.
How does that make you feel?
Validated. Makes me feel seen. I'm like, you know what? It's sort of like the comparison between cell phones and newspapers, when they like take a modern day picture of like a cafe or something, and like everybody's on their phone, and then they show like a picture from the 1950s 50s and everybody's reading their own newspaper. You know what I mean? Like, because there is a certain idea of the modern age is why we feel the discontent that we do. But I think in reality, I think that just exists within us. You know, like each of us has a certain level of discontent that we have to manage. You know, and it's easier to blame external influences than it is to actually take accountability for the way that we feel. And so, when you're watching somebody in the 1840s, you know, the date just keeps... When you're watching somebody in 1776, fucking, it's just... makes you feel validated that your technique is not, you know, as bad as you think.
Yeah. You remember in the 1500s when everyone had arched backs?
They would, they were, you know, hunched over because they're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That meme is pretty funny of like the, you know, amateur versus semi-pro versus pro versus expert or whatever. And it's just like varying degrees of doggy style. An expert is like crumpled up like a caterpillar. You're like, where is the dick even going? It's going straight and then it's taking like a left turn to Albuquerque. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to punch her in the cervix, not, you know, teach my dick what a 90-degree angle is.
It's like you're putting her ankles behind her head, but she's in doggy style.
Well, then her back would be arched the other way, unless you're like doing like the old wrestling submission, you know, that Chris Jericho would do, and he hooks the legs.
Yeah, Walls of Jericho.
The Walls of Jericho.
Or the Boston Crab, as it's also known. Or the Lion Tamer.
Yeah.
Is it called the Lion Tamer? Google that.
Yeah. You know, I want to fight an animal. Like a lion or a tiger or a bear.
Are there any vintage videos of that?
We go to youtube.com. We type in the Lion Tamer. Yep. UltraMeta, because that's who we are. The Lion Tamer. Ooh, new Game Grumps video. Wrestling move. Yep, there it is. First thing pop up. Chris Jericho.
Ow! Jesus. There it is. Yep. Okay, we're good.
Sorry, you guys can't hear that, but the audio is very loud. The Lion Tamer wrestling move on a lion. Oh, Shawn Michaels. Yep, Shawn Michaels would often do the Lion Tamer. I think I've seen this match, actually. Boston Crab, maybe, yeah.
So I think the variation might be, see how he's just, he's sticking.
This is, who is this that he's doing
this to? That's Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit, yeah, that's right. The man who...
I think the variation is the Lion Tamer might be when they stick their knee on their back like that.
Yeah.
Do you see the difference?
Yeah, okay, so then Walls of Jericho, do you want to see that?
Walls of Jericho's just straight over. It's the Boston Crab. Yeah.
Wee! WWE. Wee!
Fuck. So are you saying that the vintage porn makes you feel better about yourself because they sucked at sex, or
no? I'm just saying it validates me as that is our heritage as humans. You know, we're all validated by shared experience. Oh my God, Chris Jericho's got the fucking Walls of Jericho locked in on the Rock. Make it back! I love the fucking JR, and he looks like he's really in pain, you know? Oh, he might have bucked out of that. Who knows?
Look, man, that shit really hurts.
Who the fuck is Dracula Flo?
I don't know.
All right, well, let's get the hell out of this. You never know. I don't want to click on suspicious links.
Dracula Flo.
Did you have a chance to watch The King yet?
Nope.
Did you have a chance to watch the video I sent you of Robert Pattinson doing his little giant balls and a tiny cock?
No.
It's my favorite part of the movie.
Nope.
Let me just show you real quick.
Nope.
You just keep these boys entertained while I puff on my peace pipe here. Let's try here. Robert Pattinson. Whoops. Nope. The king. Yeah, balls. There it is. It's popped right up. We're watching the scene now. Your balls must be big now. Giant balls. And we eat a tiny coke. That's how I would do that laugh. It's, acting is a choice, everything you do.
I think that's just his real laugh. We're like, okay, Robert, laugh. When you say this, you think it's really funny.
Laugh like a Frenchman now. Laugh like a Frenchman, you bitch. Do it. The cameras are rolling. Action. Laugh. Oh, yeah. That's how a Frenchman laughs. Take 2. Cut. Do it again. Action. Yeah. Sorry, that's my sadistic director impression.
Giant balls and a tiny cock.
No, you can't have small balls. You have giant balls. Giant balls and a tiny cock. It is funny. Okay. It is a funny thing for him to say.
That king must have big swinging balls.
It's a good movie, dude.
Yeah.
I'd recommend it. Listen, Peter, if you ever are on Netflix, this is not quite right.
Yeah, you're there.
Listen, Peter, if you're ever on Netflix and you want to watch a movie, I'd recommend The King with Timothy Chalamet and Robert Pattinson.
This is Alex. It's just Alex Jones.
It's just Alex Jones. It's just Alex Jones.
Peter.
Well,
this is the Carter Pewterschmidt. Something along these lines.
Hey, Mr. Pewterschmidt. How's it going? Or no, what does he say? What's going on?
He's like,
good.
Yeah, he's like, hey, Mr. Pewterschmidt, what's up? He's like, good. Oh, shit. I mean, not much. What are you doing with that gun? Well, Peter, I'm going to kill you.
Can we just watch Family Guy bits? We're halfway through the episode and we're just like, let's give up. Let's do something else.
Guys, these can't all be winners. And, we say that more and more. But I really want the fans to set the bar low because...
Well, now that tax season is coming up, Zach will be able to afford a...
Oh, do you know what I'm buying with my taxes?
A new detachable penis?
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
And what else? What else am I buying?
A bigger penis.
I'm gonna buy more weights.
And I have Tourette's now. So I'll just do that occasionally throughout the episode. Hope that's okay with everybody. Yeah, I don't say like cunt or cock or whatever. I just say I hope that's okay. No, yeah, we should buy some new microphones. These microphones are only $30.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're recording on $30 microphones and $150 fucking interface. Yeah. Get fucked, poor. We're getting wild here, dude.
You're getting wild,
the whiskey
man.
is hidden.
What are you talking about?
You're wearing a women's robe. What do you mean I'm getting wild? You're like, it's just comfortable. Shut up.
It's warm. It's fucking practical, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't like saunter in here like...
What's my shirt say?
Gojira.
That's the team I want to win the Super Bowl. What's my hat say?
Gojira.
That's the team I want to win the Super Bowl.
So, if you had to
69 all the way.
waver a guess at which team supports Godzilla more, would you think it would be the Chiefs or the 69ers?
No. See, the Chiefs would be all about fucking King Kong because of fucking Sasquatch and all that bullshit.
Yeah, Sam
So the
Spansion-
69ers would be the Godzilla guys. You know, I gotta go with the 69ers,
as they are called. I mean, I don't know why they would choose that name from the connotations, but I guess when they founded the team, you see, when they founded the team, 69ers had a different connotation, you see, and what it means now is not what it meant then. However, they do still 69. That is a fact. We do have some documents here that show that. Yeah, they probably should have picked a better name like 49ers when the gold rush happened. I believe they're from California. I'm not really 100% certain. I'm not a big football fan. I couldn't tell you where the teams are from. I know the New York Giants. That's where Giants used to live. I know the Dolphins in Florida. That's where Dolphins live currently. The Green Bay Packers. I mean, they had the foresight to put Green Bay in their name. I'm not sure what they're packing up there. Probably snow. We'll check back in with you after these messages from our sponsors. Let's do a little bit of a sponsor bit here, Zach.
I'll tell you one thing they're packing, and it's cheese.
Write down in the comments who should sponsor us down below in the comments. Right? Who should sponsor? And then it doesn't have to be a real person because we'll just make it up. Or the company, whatever. Kill yourself. Yeah, 69 seconds is the amount of time it takes for me to kill a man for his gold. Yeah, basically I just eat egg whites and bison. It's really just been a hard couple of years for me, really. I lost a testicle for what was suspected to be cancer. But Zach, you should probably watch out for that because those surgeons will just they'll just cut you open. They'll remove a testicle for something that's just a fatty tumor. They're not even cancerous. I mean, that shit was fucking benign, I believe is what the word that they use for that. Yeah, so I'm down a testicle, but I did replace it with a steel sphere. Non-medically, of course. I just opened the stitches back up and plopped it in there. It hurts a lot, and the size of my ball bag has grown exponentially, but I mean, really, is that, what do I have to complain about, The color is alarming. It is black, and obviously, that's a problem.
Oh, Branson. Oh, you literally have balls of steel. Well, you have ball of steel now.
That's right. I have at least, I'm qualified to say ball of steel. Usually I just kind of mumble on the last part of ball to make it sound like balls of steel. But I say balls of steel.
Yeah, I'm glad we finally got you on the podcast. We were talking about you earlier, and we're going to edit this part in, so it's going to come in seamlessly.
Seamlessly, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Like my ball sack, seamless.
Yep, it'll be a little jarring.
They cut out most of the, on a standard ball sack, you have a bit of a seam where it looks like God stitched it together with his almighty hand. Mine, smooth. They had to do a bit of skin grafting for my ass.
To your balls?
To my balls, yeah. They said it was most similar skin. I believe it was mostly the taint area, actually. But that's not actually what I signed the waiver for. Now that I think about it, Mexico might have been a bad option for surgery.
Well, Branson,
That's beyond the point.
You're still, jacked beyond all belief. What are you doing? You doing a lot of testosterone now to make up for that testicle, or what's going on with that?
Yeah, I managed to basically fool. I managed to trick, pull one over on my doctor there. I basically told him that I was missing a testicle, and that my life was going to hell, and that I was very depressed. Obviously, this is all a bit. I'm not. My life is not going to hell, and obviously, I'm not very depressed. And,
you were just, you got to trick the doctor.
Yeah. I wasn't being honest with him at all, and that fucking idiot totally believed me, and he did give me a pretty high dosage of testosterone, and I do know a guy down in Mexico, so I'm basically double dipping, you know. I'm double dipping on it.
So you're not worried about your heart or your liver with all the testosterone?
No, I mean that shit's good for your heart and liver, as far as I know.
Yeah. Give you a heart of steel. You're gonna have ball of steel and heart of steel.
That's right, and there's nothing wrong with that as far as I'm concerned. The ball of steel is really, I call it the bruiser.
Yeah.
Well, when performing sexual intercourse with a lady, I do tend to leave a circular impression upon their buttocks.
Yeah. I was gonna say that'd be like a bruise, man. That'd be like
hence the bruiser name. You kind of got it.
I hope you're not thrusting while you're 69 and you're gonna give her a black eye.
Well, you live and learn.
Okay, yeah. Or I hope you don't give him a black eye. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding, Branson. It's a joke. It's dude.
Oh, you think that's fucking fun?
No, Branson.
What the fuck was that?
Hey, Brandon. Thanks for leaving me alone with your fucking brother again.
Well, I had to pee.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you had to pee. Oh, I'm going to get a drink and pee, Zach. Just, Branson's here now. We'll just edit him into the podcast. Yeah, that was a fucking disaster. Did he talk to you on his way out?
I mean, he shoved me out of the way.
I made one gay joke. And that fucking homophobe.
What was the one thing I told you not to do, dude?
I couldn't help it. He set me up for it. He was talking about his sexual intercourse with his fucking steel ball. He's got a steel testicle now. He had a testicle removed, and he put a steel one in like a fucking moron. And I said something about I hope he doesn't thrust when he's 69s because he's gonna give the girl a black eye. And
pretty funny.
Yeah, it was good. And then I said, well, I hope you don't give a guy a black eye.
Yeah, give him a black eye. Right.
When you throw, and that's all I said. And
it's a trigger. Dude. It's a trigger for him.
It's whatever, dude.
What an asshole. I mean, I love him. I do love him. He's gay. Not like homosexual, but like he might be. I don't know.
He's not like homosexual. He's just like gayer than.
He's gayer than Landon.
than 8 guys blowing 9 guys.
Landon does tend to get a bit of.
Good old Pat Nozzle out there.
I will say this.
Try it. Could I get a mixed spring here? Hey, I'll suck a cock on a Christmas tree before I give you a mixed spring, buddy. Is this recording? It's like I think it's my headphones cutting out. But twice now I've just had audio completely drop from my mic.
Yeah, I don't know. Please send money to the podcast.
I think it's just like there's like one wire
somewhere
or something. I like doing this shit as cheaply as possible, until we're making good money. But I'll have some money. I'll have some money to invest into the channel. I want to get another wrestling belt before WrestleMania. So I have another wrestling belt.
You know what I want?
WrestleMania is coming, Brandon. At the end of the month, it's Elimination Chamber. You should totally watch that with me.
Okay.
It's a good one. It's they fight in a giant steel cage, and there's pods, and they're like locked in the pods. And 2 people start the match, and then after a certain allotted amount of time, a timer goes down, and then it randomly selects a pod, and then that one opens up, and a new competitor comes out.
Oh, that's exciting.
But you don't just win from one pinfall. Everyone in there has to be beaten until there's one person left standing.
So the guys have time to recover basically while they're on the ground.
So if you can do it efficiently and you can take people out one by one before more competitors come in, you could keep it on a one-on-one match. But realistically, what's going to happen
Is it multiple guys?
Is eventually there's going to be like fucking
5 guys,
6 people in the ring, maybe more. It depends on how many people they do for the chamber. I'm trying to remember.
How many do you think you can get on each side of the ring?
Well, the way I'll have to show you the way they set up the pod, because it's actually there's like extenders to the ring. There's the ring, and then there's like an extension platform, and then there's the pods. I want to say
you probably get like 3 on each side, right?
Well, I think you can get like all together. I think you can get like something like 6 to 8 competitors in there, depending on how they do it.
Pretty exciting.
I'm trying to remember.
And what's the timer?
I think that varies. But it'll be like, I don't know, like...
what's the first timer, you think? Like about a minute, 2?
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
So I would...
Dude, I mean, I'm... say what you will about wrestling. I am very impressed by their athleticism and their cardio.
Yeah, and they're doing this shit 300 plus days a year, man.
That probably helps them. It's probably it's 100% very difficult.
But yeah, that timer goes off and it's exciting. Like, oh, what pod's gonna open? And then
you got a fresh guy in there.
Yeah, you end up with fucking 6 people in the ring, and it's chaos. But eventually, people start getting eliminated, and then it gets down to the final 2, and you're like, fuck, who's gonna win?
Do we know who's in it so far?
Only 2 people so far have qualified. It's
Randy Rhodes,
Randy Orton.
Oh, Randy Orton.
So Cody Rhodes won Rhodes won the Royal Rumble. He's going to WrestleMania. He's facing Roman Reigns. The whole rant I went on about The Rock, they've seemingly fixed it, but terribly. So there's still some people trying to say that was the plan all along.
The worst possible way.
But if you look at it in a storyline perspective, a writing perspective, it makes no sense. He literally said, I'm still coming for you, Roman, and your title, but not at WrestleMania. And then he basically says, oh, The Rock's going to take you on. And then...
Cody Rhodes said that?
Yeah, yes. And then at a press conference, he came out and he was like, this is bullshit. Roman, you don't get to pick your opponent. I won the Royal Rumble. I'm going to pick my opponent, and I pick you at WrestleMania. And it's like, guys... You're insulting our intelligence as fans right now.
Yeah.
Do some good writing. So the plan was they were going to pivot to The Rock versus Roman, and the fans fucking hated it so much that they switched back. But they couldn't even take the time to...
properly fix it?
Yeah, it was just bad. So...
shoehorned it in, really.
Look, Cody Rhodes is already going to WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes is not in the Elimination Chamber match. Whoever wins the Elimination Chamber is going to get a shot at the Seth Rollins title. He has the World Heavyweight Championship right now. Drew McIntyre has qualified for the Elimination Chamber match, and Randy Orton has qualified. And over the next couple shows, they're going to determine... tournament style who's going to be in the Elimination Chamber. It's fucking exciting stuff, man. But it's on it's February 25th is Elimination Chamber, so
well, that's coming up.
Man, we should watch that shit, man. It's gonna be good. It's a Saturday. It's good.
What time?
Pre-show's at 6, show starts at 7.
There you go. We'll see you there. Or I guess by the time this is aired, it'll have already happened. But
yeah,
Elimination Chamber, that's exciting.
So I always say, like, the best shows to come in as like a non-wrestling fan or like a wrestling casual fan is Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. But there's a lot of fun shit like Elimination Chamber, Money in the Bank, and shit like that. There's a lot of these gimmick pay-per-views that are still good jumping on points. Elimination Chamber is fun as fuck if you like cage matches and shit. Yes.
I do.
Yes, cage match good.
It's always, WrestleMania is always... Or, well, I guess I should say WWE is always fun, but the title matches and the event style matches are always fun. Like Hell in a Cell, Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble. All those are really good because they're they're more like exhibitions.
Yeah, I usually would
and everybody, if you're a fan of a specific character.
I don't think there's anything wrong with being a fan and only watching the pay-per-views and just like, I don't know, like casually catching up right before the pay-per-view, watch like a highlight reel. Because really, you don't have to put up with some of the bullshit like story and acting. Like sometimes the writing, sometimes shit just doesn't make sense or they draw it out too long. But for a while when I got back into wrestling, I only watched the pay-per-views. I wasn't watching the weekly shows. I was like, fuck it. And it's still enjoyable, man. You can still have, the wrestlers you like. You can still go in not knowing the wrestlers and throughout the match pick your favorite and be like, I want that person to win. Or fuck, even if you can't decide by the end of the match, you should know which one gave you, left the impression.
Right.
So I think the three biggest pay-per-views are probably Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and SummerSlam. They really want SummerSlam to be the second WrestleMania, which is, it's funny because WrestleMania is 2 nights now.
But I mean, okay.
But again,
say what you will about the women's wrestling division.
Shit like Elimination Chamber and Money in the Bank, those are great jumping on points too because they're multi-man matches and you get to see crazy spots. You get to see crazy stunts and
people really give it their all. And
well, you get the best matches at the pay-per-view. You'll have wrestlers that phone it in for the weekly shows.
Yeah.
But when they go to the pay-per-view, they want to do their best work because it's like, this literally matters.
Yeah. Well, didn't somebody just recently get injured?
Well, I mean, so CM Punk tore his tricep at the Royal Rumble. Seth Rollins has a knee injury right now, but he still plans to compete at WrestleMania. He just can't he can't compete until WrestleMania. So,
yeah, I mean, that's the thing. There are stakes on the line, regardless of the storylines. You do have real stakes because people are putting their bodies on the line in these shows. So, I mean, that does make it exciting. Especially with the women's matches in the pay-per-views, because what did we watch? WrestleMania with who's the Japanese girl that I like?
Asuka?
Sky?
Or Io Sky?
Io Sky, yeah.
Oh, fuck! What were you here for?
When Darren was here, we drank 36 beers.
Did we watch War Games together, or did we watch Backlash together?
It might have been Backlash.
Backlash is the pay-per-view that's right after Mania.
Was the one in UAE?
So the one for my birthday would have been Backlash, and that was in Puerto Rico.
Was there not one in UAE? Because remember they had to wear the different outfits.
Oh,
because
that's a Saudi show. And fuck, what was that? Night of Champions?
Could have been. Yeah.
Must have been Night of Champions.
But, again, watching...
Night of Champions was the night that Seth Rollins won the heavyweight title.
Who's the girl with the very long hair?
Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair.
The black chick with a ponytail? Yeah.
Great matches.
No, so women's wrestling is, it's not like it was when we were kids. It's
not at all.
It's not bra and panties matches. The Royal Rumble now has its own. There's so many.
Well, I think it's unfair to say bra and panties matches when you have somebody like Chyna in the mix.
Oh no, but you got to keep in mind she was wrestling men.
It's true.
She wasn't wrestling women.
That's
because
true.
the women's wrestling was a joke then.
She would come out with a fucking Trish with a rocket launcher.
Trish Stratus, Lita. Molly Holly, people like that, they made women's wrestling, or they attempted to pave the way to make women's wrestling the real deal. So yeah, Royal Rumble has its own 30-woman match now. Like, there's enough female competitors that they can actually, the Rumble's a 30-man Rumble, so there's 30 competitors, more than that, for the women to put into their Rumble.
Do you think Sheamus will make an appearance?
I want Sheamus to be back by Mania, but I don't think he'll be at Elimination Chamber. I think we'll see Sheamus could come back before Mania and get involved in a Mania storyline. I don't really know why they've been keeping him off TV. I think he might have had some kind of injury, but I think he should be back by now. There's a lot of people just going, where's Sheamus?
He seems pretty popular, so it is odd that they would...
Well, a lot of people want him to beat Gunther for that Intercontinental title, and they have good matches together. So
who was the guy that you were showing me that had died recently? That had like the horror aesthetic?
Oh, Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seemed like that was the same era, right? Like Sheamus and Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. I mean,
Did they have
they were
matches?
around at the same time.
Did they have matches or?
It's a good question. That's when I was a super casual viewer, like only watching
WrestleMania.
No, only watching matches that were basically recommended to me, or not watching at all, because I fell off for a long time. I came back into serious wrestling fandom with WrestleMania 38 because Stone Cold came back, and then
that was a good one.
And then I didn't stop watching.
That's when he came back double knee braced, right?
Yep.
Looked like a fucking bionic man.
Yeah, man. That's how he wrestles. That's how he was before he left too. But yeah, man, I got back into WrestleMania 38, and then I think I was just watching some pay-per-views after that, and it was only a few pay-per-views in and that I started watching the weekly shows again. So it sucked me right back in, and now I'm still watching. But
yeah, that's what good content does for you.
Yeah, so now the women have a women's elimination chamber now. Like there's enough top women, like enough serious women wrestlers that they all like anything that the men have, like the women have that shit now too. There's a women's Money in the Bank now. This is shit that didn't exist years ago.
It's true. It's true.
Women's wrestling was a joke, and they had their one championship, and like the 5 women that fought over it. So,
well, yeah. Again, except for China.
Well, she was the men's Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
She, like I said,
but she had the bulk to back it up.
She did eventually do women's wrestling, but for the most part, the reason why she had such a great career is because they presented her as someone who works with men. It
was, I mean, she definitely had an exciting career. It was always exciting whenever she showed up.
I don't want to be don't want to come off as disrespectful because she's dead now, but have you seen any of her porn?
Yeah. Yeah. I think I've seen some China porn.
What do you think, man?
I haven't ever watched it again. It's not like I go back to it, but it's worth a one-time viewing, if you will. Sort of like the Hulk Hogan sex tapes and all that.
Yeah, you know what? I think I didn't hate it, but I think now that she's passed, like I watched a group sex video with her, a gangbang, if you will, and it was a little depressing.
Yeah, it's sort of like the question I asked you a couple episodes ago, where it's like, why don't these newer generation wrestlers go into acting? And it's like, well, we kind of skipped over the fact that like some of these wrestlers did go into acting, but of a different caliber, if you will.
There was a wrestler, I can't think of her name. She went into softcore
like
porn.
Skinamax stuff.
Yeah, like there's probably not even penetration, but her boobies are there. They're completely nude. But
life is weird.
They're completely nude, but you never see like the real finish, and you never see what the genitals are doing.
Yeah.
You just see like
thrusting.
Yeah, thrusting.
Like the implication of penetration.
Thrusting in titties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're coming up on the hour mark here.
Damn, what an episode.
Zach, I was wondering if you would grace us with a live rendition of the intro for the podcast.
Hey, what's that bulge in my pants? It's my deck in a box. I want to run through a field of burning bodies. I want to scream. I want to bathe in the blood of my enemy. So if you think that you're better than me, why don't you just try it and see? I've got nothing to wait for.
I've got nothing but hate for you. So why don't you just try it and see?
I assure you we're broken. I assure you we're open. I assure you we're broken. I assure you we're open. It's the best podcast you've ever heard. If it's not the best, then it's surely the third in a very niche genre of two guys with a microphone. Whoa, I assure you we're broken. I assure you we're open. I assure you we're broken.
Fuck, I fucked that up. I fucked everything up.